Welcome to our channel. Senator Katie Britt thought Scarlett Johansson's portrayal was awesome. Pretty pumped. Senator Katie Britt thought it was awesome that actress Scarlett Johansson was picked to roast her on Saturday Night Live following her Republican rebuttal to President Biden's State of the Union address last week. In an appearance on Senator Ted Cruz's Verdict podcast, the Alabama senator said being portrayed by Johansson wasn't on her bingo card for 2024. How awesome is that? Britt said of the casting selection, "I actually was pretty pumped about that. They'd bring in someone from Avengers to play me in the cold open. I'm here for it," the Alabama senator said. Cruz argued that at least Britt got someone hot to play her. "Scarlett Johansson is hot," Cruz said, "and I am genuinely jealous because, look, has come after me a bunch of times. They don't ever have Tom Cruise play me." Johansson skewered Britt in opening segment after the senator delivered the Republican response to President Biden's State of the Union address. "I have the honor of serving the great people of Alabama, but tonight I'll be auditioning for the part of Scary Mom," Johansson quipped, "and I'll be performing an original monologue called 'This Country is Hell.' I'm not just a senator, I'm a mother, a wife, and the craziest bitch in the Target parking lot," Johansson said. "Kitchens are where families have the hard conversations, like the one we'll have tomorrow about how mommy freaked out the entire country," Johansson continued. The skit came after some criticized Britt's rebuttal for being cringe-inducing. Britt, a first-term senator from Alabama, criticized current immigration policies in the State of the Union response. President Biden inherited the most secure border of all time. But minutes after taking office, he suspended all deportations, halted construction of the border wall, and announced a plan to give amnesty to millions. "We know that President Biden didn't just create this border crisis. He invited it with 94 executive actions in his first 100 days, she said. Britt, long considered a rising star within the Republican Party, has been rumored as a potential vice presidential running mate for former President Donald Trump in the general election this November. Fox News has reached out to Senator Britt's office for comment. Not since Tina Fey exploded onto screens as a dead ringer for Sarah Palin has a Saturday Night Live political skit so uproariously hit the mark with American audiences. 2 nights after Alabama junior Senator Katie Britt unleashed a bizarre rebuttal to the State of the Union, Scarlett Johansson appeared in cold open wearing an identical green blouse, diamond cross, and wild-eyed expression as she hilariously imitated the 42-year-old Republican's animated kitchen rant. Johansson, who has and 2 Oscar nominations under her belt, parroted back Britt's criticism of President Joe Biden's as the performance of a permanent politician. But what Britt had failed to mention was that she herself was giving the performance of a lifelong stage veteran and pageant queen, and its reception has proved the darkest moment ever for her political career. This is one of the first and few, if any, failures in the married Alabama mother's life. Her ascent from her father's hardware store to the Senate floor has been marked by shrewd, strategic, and diplomatic ambition, cloaked in the elocution and poise of a pageant pro, even if that wasn't on display last Thursday. It totally is not a true representation of who she is, that State of the Union response. Reverend Robert Turner, a reparations activist who served as Britt's campaign manager during their student government days at the University of Alabama, tells The Independent. Part of the issue may have been the medium. She knows how to speak from a stage, and she knows how to speak in front of a live audience, but she does not know how to speak into a teleprompted camera. She just has failed to take her training, adds Bill Alverson, an Alabama lawyer and pageant coach who's monitored the senator's career since childhood on the influential state pageant circuit. Britt was born into the role, her mother, Deborah Boyd, a former pageant queen and dance teacher. Her father, Julian Boyd, owned a hardware store in Enterprise, 90 miles south of the state capital of Montgomery and less than an hour's drive from the Georgia and Florida borders. As the eldest of the 4 Boyd daughters, Britt made her mark on the town from an early age. I said then that Katie would be the first woman president of the United States, her first grade teacher, the late Felicia Morrow Metcalf. Thanks you for watching. Stay connected with us for more videos.